Hi guys, my name is Tang Queenie. You can call me Tang. Yeah. Today I'm going to talk about introductions for sitcom. Yeah. What is sitcom? Situation comedies, often being called as sitcom. Yeah, that is sitcom. It's a series of television programs that have humorous dialogue can make audience laugh. It's like me. Yeah. Shoot in the same place. Example of some common comedians act in is house, workplace, cafe. Yeah, the place of these three is actually is the comedians and it's also sitcom. They actually add in. Yeah, a sitcom may be recorded in studio with live audience. Yeah, can you imagine it when you record it with a live audience? Ooh, it's cool. Maybe you can be the audience. The first sitcom was introduced through radio called Sam and Henry on WGN Chicago. WGN is a television station in Chicago. Yeah. The effect of the live audience can also recorded as laugh track. The Simpsons is the longest running sitcom in TV history. Can you imagine? The Simpsons! Yeah.
Hi, my name is Heng Yao, and I'll be talking about viewers' participation and how interactivity works between sitcom and the audience. Sitcom has come a long way since the early 1930s. It started off in a form of radio. Then, as the technology advanced, sitcom evolved from the radio to the television and now the internet. Back in the old days, laughing in front of the radio or the television are the only ways audience can participate. But today, internet gave the audiences a greater access and probably a chance to interact with their favorite actors. Through the websites, audience can read more about their favorite show and their favorite characters. Then it came the YouTube. After watching your favorite sitcom, you can leave a comment below. These feedbacks are very important to the producers because it allows them to know what kind of show the audience really like. Mobile apps also allows the audience to stream their favorite show anytime, anywhere. There are also merchandise like mugs and t-shirts where the audience can buy. These are the ways audience interact or participate today. Through websites, YouTube, apps, and buying merchandise to show their support.
Sitcoms, short for situation comedy, is not the same as your usual series or drama that you usually watch. Sitcoms are usually entertainment based, meaning they are purely made for entertainment. Sitcoms or situation comedies puts little things that makes up our daily life in a comedic demeanor. It is a perception about life, maybe a more dramatized version of life. An example would be How I Met Your Mother. It shows the struggles of an architect trying to find jobs or trying to find projects in New York City, and also it shows struggles of a lawyer trying to find a job. If it is informative or not, it is all very subjective. This is because the sitcoms are made based on its origin of production. What does it mean? It means the sitcom is made based on the lives that they know of. An example would be Friends. Friends is a show about five stereotypical characters, five stereotypical Americans to be specific, living their life and how they get through everyday life in America with all the limitations they have in life. An example would be Rachel. Rachel in Friends is a typical American girl, a blonde American girl, as the perception of blondes are more of the more bimbotic character. It shows how she progressed from being a waitress at a coffee shop, how she slowly progressed and become a manager at a fashion company. This is more relatable in America because it's more common in America as it is based in the US. However, for viewers overseas, it does not only shows how Americans live their everyday life, but it sheds a new light on American culture in general. Despite all of that, the origin of situation comedies or sitcoms are entertainment based. Hence, it is more towards entertainment than infotainment.
Hi, my name is Kevin, and I'll be talking about the cultural transmissions of sitcoms over the past centuries. So, in my presentation, I'll be talking specifically about two sitcoms which are very influential in modern society. First, I'll be talking about the sitcom I Love Lucy of 1951, and the second sitcom that I will be talking much upon is Friends in 1994. I Love Lucy did an amazing job in terms of cultural transmission because at the time where I Love Lucy first began, which is actually the first televised sitcom in the world, I Love Lucy helped jumpstart the TV industry, which basically, an amazing boom in the ownership of TV from 3% of Americans, which is more likely considered the higher ranking status quo, the rich people in America. So originally from 3%, the ownership of TV jumped to a whopping 24% right after the premiere of I Love Lucy in 1951. So another thing is I Love Lucy exemplifies the mid-century concern of morality and the censorship that dominated the 1950s. So they wanted to keep an image of purity in terms of not having any sexual intentions or sexual ideas. So I Love Lucy, the characters Lucy and Ricky, which were husband and wife, slept in separate beds to maintain a pure image. This was done throughout most of the episodes to maintain a pure image, not to have any not to give any ideas about sexual involvement or sexual interaction. But as they gave birth to their son or daughter or the child, the beds were joined together finally, but it was not a single bed. It was both their original two single beds joined together, which the bed sheets was shown to be folded neatly and dividing the two beds. And this abhorred sexual intentions, and many Americans agreed that censorship should be, practiced during that period of time. So throughout the whole episode, the whole season, the story of I Love Lucy was Lucy as a housewife doesn't like to be a housewife. Now, she likes to find interesting things to do in her home and eventually causing a lot of troubles and being caught by her husband. This is very interesting because I Love Lucy portrays the ambitions of a woman who is stereotypically better as a housewife. The cultural impact of this is Lucy would find something to do very interesting and having high ambitions, and then would ultimately cause a lot of troubles in the household, which then leads to her husband finding out, and then her husband will be very okay about it, very calm, and then finally teaching Lucy a lesson, letting Lucy know that it's not right to do this. Now what this shows is the sitcom actually portrays a culture that women which is very popular at that time. A lot of household women, housewives would like to do a lot more ambitious stuff, but in the end they would fail to do so, and then it kind of shows that women would be better in the house doing house chores, and men would be the dominant role, would play the dominant side of the family, and be the superstar of the family. I will now touch upon Friends, which is a sitcom which first premiered in 1994. Cultural transmission of this sitcom was very interesting because it's a modern sitcom. It revolves around a group of friends. They are fairly the same age and they live in an apartment in Manhattan. Now, a few examples of the cultural transmission, or better known as the cultural impact of this sitcom, is the famous haircut sensation, the Rachel cut, which was most of the women who, after watching the series, begin wanting to have the same haircut as the character Rachel, who was played by Jennifer Aniston in Friends. Now, this was amazing because the whole world who actually viewed Friends wanted the cut, and they deemed it the Rachel cut. Now, language as well, it was very interesting to see because after viewing that, linguistic researchers has found out that word grammar strengtheners, which are usually the words vary or extremely, are less used and more replaced by the word so. So is not initially considered a strengthener word, but because of friends who uses it a lot of time, for example, I love him very much became I love him so much, and I am very hungry became I'm so hungry. And this is very interesting because it is happening worldwide, and Friends, a single sitcom, helped change the worldwide language usage. But one last important thing about the cultural transmission part of Friends was Friends has developed an alternative family lifestyle. The traditional family lifestyle would be parents, children's, that kind of thing. But because Friends did a sitcom about a group of friends who are rather the same age, and they lived in an apartment together. This series had been representing young people that live unconventional domestic lives. Presents the idea that all you need is friends, and you can construct a family through choice. You don't have to be a father, a mother, and having children. That considers a traditional family. So there you have it. That's my part in cultural transmissions for both sitcoms I Love Lucy 1951 and Friends in 1994. But overall, I believe sitcoms had changed, generations of youth, beginning from 1950s up until today, even now, such as sitcom is very impactful, very influential. So must watch out for sitcom. So my name is Kevin. Thank you again for listening.
Yeah, I know I'm cool today. Oh, sorry. I'm doing the conclusions for the sitcom now. Sitcom have content which conclude of humorous dialogue, funny actions that can make audience laugh. Just like me when I'm watching it. Audience can watch sitcom in different ways. Just like Yao say, you can watch through internet, TV, or just download it. But make sure it's legal to download it. Sitcom are the most influential medium in history on the most popular types of television program and had a very impact to the audience. Yeah, do you like it? Sitcom also is another world of reality. That's why people like to watch sitcom.